so much of the process is handled by immigration attorneys, and you guys do such a good job. But they also rely very heavily on attorneys to have everything taken care of for them. They don't even expect, oh, if I actually go into this interview, what am I going to say? So once we did a lot of preparing, explaining these questions, like how are you going to interact if you don't speak English? How much are you going to get paid? You definitely need to know what's in your petition and reference that. I'm really happy to announce that all four of these L1 visa applicants got approved their visas, and now the company is going to be sending us more of their visa applicants. And this is such an important part of the process, and I think it's usually sort of diminished and not seen as that important, but it could ruin everything if it does not go well.
Yeah, you got to go to the finish line, especially else because the lawyers are so engulfed in the work regarding with USCIS and the back and forth with them to get either individual Ls or blanket Ls approved, all that kind of stuff. And then usually deal with the employer. So the employee many times kind of gets lost in the mix, but them having individual attention is so important because everyone just,
right.
It's just something you see when you have that dual representation kind of situation happening.
You're absolutely right. And that is exactly what happens. And it's important to do that so they get to the finish line. And then, it's positive for everyone because, the last thing that I want for immigration attorneys is for you to do, so much dedicated work. And then for the interview to not go well, it reflects badly on the reputation of the law firm. And that's not fair at all because you guys did everything you're supposed to do. And it's just that last bit. And the other thing I will say is, I think we're able to speak to foreign nationals in such a way where we can definitively answer their questions. What will this look like to the consular officer? What questions are likely to come up? Why was my case stuck in administrative processing? What will happen? So all of these answers that I think you all can answer to the extent that you've had experience with it before, but being the source of the information really makes a huge difference because we know exactly what they're going to think and how that case is going to be looked at. And oftentimes, attorneys can sit in on our consultations, but we'll tell a client to do something and the attorney will say, I've been telling this client to do that for ages, but they won't listen to me. And I think because we're former visa officers, we're like, you absolutely have to listen to your immigration attorney. You have to do this. And they're like, oh, okay, I'll do whatever you say. And just like you said, we put our consular officer hat on and all of a sudden we're just like, total machines and kind of brutal in some ways, but we want to make sure that you're prepared for whatever happens at that visa window.